Okay, so I'm testing some decks for the Australian Online League. In the next season, you need 3 decks, total SAS 210 or under. I've already picked 2 of my 3 decks. Looking for one more. I've got 66 SAS to play with, so I'm running with this one, Lasthelm of the Bandit's Academy. It's a pretty interesting deck. It's a Sting deck with Nightforge, Miasma, some routine jobs, so some interesting stuff in shadows really, and I guess that's why I've picked it. This looking fairly good, Tesmal in there, Cull Week not finished with you, Pandemonium, so interesting stuff there. Binate Rupture in Logos, and a whole load of stuff for Sutakin, Pip, Helper Bot, Archimedes, yeah, all sorts. So it's an interesting deck. I want to see how it goes. Now let's see who I am up against. Castillo Apuestas a la Hoja. It's another AoA deck. No, Mass Mutation, sorry. A Mass Mutation deck, of course. Look at those. Autoencoder, Titan Engineers, Causal Loop, Cornerson, Dreadbane Decimus, Stomp, couple of monuments in there. Fangtooth Cavern, okay. Wow, now that is a great draw for the first hand. Look at that. I will be keeping that hand. Wow, 5 cards straight in. Right, so yeah, testing out this deck. Lasthelm of the Bandit's Academy. It's 65 SAS, reasonable amber control. It's got that Sting in it, so I guess that's what I need to work out if it's going to do something for me. Now what have they put into play? Professor Tarato, so that's only going to help them really. I don't think I've got any mutants, none of these are mutants, but here we go with a big Logos turn. So I'm going to be able to get my entire hand out, and let's put the Soul Keeper onto Sutakin, so you can take it out if you want, but play that just for the pip. End turn, so happy with that as a first turn for sure. Used my entire hand. Couple of charrettes there, Titan Mechanic. So let's see how they go. Okay, so Fangtooth Cavern's out, so the Helper Bot is going. Captured one, Tarato. I mean, interesting, but he's definitely vulnerable now. And if he reaps, he'll be stunned. What does he do? Nothing with him. Okay, interesting. So it looks like Logos. Play Titan Mechanic on the left flank. Reap. Standardized testing is going to go badly for me because it's going to pretty much wipe my board. At least I can get into check. I'll be discarding that card. And then I've got a nice lineup of shadows there. So pretty lucky with how this deck's playing out so far. Getting that basically 5 Logos hand drawing to start, with the helper bot being able to get the Soul Keeper out as well, and then Satakin still on the board. So interesting to see what my opponent tries to pull off against this. You know, straight into check, and I could just keep drawing with the Satakin if they don't do anything about it. It will take out the Terato at the moment unless they put something bigger on the board. Just trying to see what else they've got that's bigger than that. So they've got some Titan Engineers. I'm probably going to lose one of my 2-power creatures at the end of this go. They haven't picked a house yet. Cephaloist, I'm not sure if that's 6-power, not too familiar with all the cards. He needs to get one off me. Going Saurian. Monument to Octavia comes down. Ludo's down. Technosaurus. Who they're going to take out. Okay, so now they can reap without being stunned. Okay, he loses his to Professor, but I don't get anything. Okay, and they pass the turn, and I am still forging, so happy with that. And they're on 3. Wish I'd had the customs office down before. Let's go Shadows. Get the Ronnie down. Steal another one. Sacrifice a creature, deals 6 to another creature. I'm wondering if I should lose the Titan Engineer. Not much Logos that I'm likely to draw into, so sack it. Get rid of that. And pass the turn. Interesting, so I can bring back those 5 Logos cards back into that deck, so that would be nice. Okay, plays Savage Clash. Doesn't really do much to me. Okay, I get you. So now with their powered up creatures, I'm really going to struggle a bit, but yeah, looks like it's a dis turn. So this Charrette's going to go at the end of their turn, but play it anyway. Now, what is the right call? Is it those Logos creatures? Probably. Oh, I can bring them all back. Okay, so I thought it was pick a house, but I'll be bringing all of these back. Some great cards in there. Certainly keen to cycle them. So I can still do with that routine job. Oh, interesting. So I could steal 2 to put myself in check. And force him to lose at least one of those next turn. Let me try that and see what happens. And then I'm going to stop them playing any creatures. And pass my turn. So pretty much going to have to pick Saurian. They can capture. And then they're going to have to lose one of these. So I can lose the Dreadbane Decimus. They'll lose the Dreadbane Decimus, I think. Let's see what they go with. Reap. Okay, so I get to forge because of them having to lose that, so that's nice. What do I go with now? So I'll stop them reaping and just fight it. Okay, they've conceded the game. Okay. Right, I might play with that deck again because I do really want to just test this one out. It's looking fairly strong. Maybe just one more go with this deck. I mean, I think this is the deck I'm going to go with. Otherwise, I've got a couple of mass mutation decks actually to try out that might be quite good. So I'm going first. Okay. So I might go helper bot into Yerk and get rid of the standardized testing. Yeah, I've opened a few S mutation decks, so I got a display box when it came out. Nothing too amazing. Got one deck with an Ultra Gravitron in, so that was nice. And yeah, a few fun decks. I got a deck with a load of Hans Krill artwork in it. Had Vellum and Hyde, and even Ivan and Odd Claude, and a couple of Gamgees in. So that was good. I've made some videos about those. So they've been quite fun. And let's put Yerk in. And get rid of that. And turn over my hand. So that's quite a nice first turn, getting 3 cards out of my hand. Yeah, how about you with the mass mutation stuff? Any good pulls? I saw you got a French deck or something. Is that right? Snurret. Bonesaw. Yeah, I should have looked at what I'm up against. So double Snurret, Obsidian Forge, go with the Dis, Pandemonium, Humble. Not too much enhancement in there. Oh, you got stuck with just one Dis deck. Yeah, Dis is strong, and I don't know if the distribution's funny again. I got almost no Dis in Worlds Collide. I'm still missing loads of Dis cards that I'd love to have. Puts an enemy creature into your opponent's archives. No Dis decks. That is quite gutting. I do think this is strong again, as it is every set, but strong again in this set. I did get, not from the display box, but I went to the launch event at Good Games at Town Hall in Sydney, which is the local game store for me, and there were 7 of us. It was quite a good turnout, and pulled a deck there with 4 Sins in, and quite a nice Sauron lineup, Curiosaurus and a few other things. So that, again, I did a video about that as well, but that was definitely quite nice. So Snurret's going to capture 1. Just wondering what they're going to be up to. Ronnie can steal 1. Definitely feel with this deck, if I could get a Tesmal out doing something decent. Yeah, so you're looking at buying a deck maybe on the secondary market there, off decks of Keyforge or something, because I guess then at least you know you're going to get something decent with some decent Dis in it. Okay, they're going Saurian. Interesting. Theros Centurion, Saurus Rex, Faust the Great, Consul Primus. They've got some decent cards here. Don't like Faust the Great. That's definitely some key cost control. Who are they going to exalt? Bonesaw, fine. Yeah, it's a bit crazy on decks of Keyforge at the moment. I think no one knows what decks are worth or what's good or what's not. So yeah, you're right. I think people are just putting on like $100 for a deck, even if it's not actually that good, and no one really knows who's paying what. So yeah, it's a bit of a kind of wild world at the moment. Just thinking about yeah, 40 euros or dollars for a deck. You should be able to get a decent deck for that, especially if you know, you're not looking for a world-class deck. You're just looking for something with a decent disc suite. Like yeah, 30 or $40. You should be getting a really strong deck, frankly. Now I'm wondering what to go with here. Could just reap for 3 and archive that. Could trade for the Faust the Great. Nothing to steal with Ronnie. Yeah, I'm sort of wondering if I go with Logos here. Oh, I've disconnected. Okay. So it reconnects. Yeah, back in. Go with my deck. That's handy. Reap. 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 End of turn. Let's see what they're up to. I mean, that banish is handy in terms of putting something off the board, so should be able to get some amber back off it. Don't really want to put the Thero Centurion back in their archives with the enhancement on it, because that's got you know, a play effect to capture one and a capture one. Hey there, Voldemort. So I'm running with Lasthelm of the Bandit's Academy, which is an AoA deck, 65 SAS deck. I'm trying to find a deck below 66 SAS to use, and yeah, you can see there it's it's a Sting deck. Trying to see how that's going to play out for me. I'm up against a Mass Mutation deck. I don't think those enhancements are right. That wasn't showing like that before. This Saurian Star Alliance deck with a load of good stuff in it. So let me see, what am I going to do here? They've got an awful lot captured now and warded. Do they have a Ludo or anything? No, so nope. So I think I'll play that out. Reap. 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 Yes, this is just the third game with me trying this deck out, yeah, trying to see if I can get this kind of Sting deck to work in terms of pulling something off. Obviously up against quite a lot of mass mutation decks, and I'll try one of those, I think, of mine in the next game. Yeah, not really getting through my hand much. I think I'm going to need to switch to Shadows or Dis at some point, but yeah, I'm struggling with those wards now on the board. Okay. Crewman Yorg can steal. Detention coil, so Yerk can't fight. Stun on to Faust the Great. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? So I can steal one. It's not really going to get me anywhere. Okay, maybe I'll go Shadows this turn. Get the customs house down. Not got much board control in this deck. That's definitely a bit of a problem. Okay, and there we go. There we've got the Sting down. Each undamaged creature captures one from their opponent. Okay. There's going to be an awful lot of captured amber. I take it they're going to reap with Snowrat to pick up that 3, so that's a bit frustrating. Hey Valdemort, not sure quite what you mean there. Is this the same game? But yeah, like they've got Obsidian Forge out now, so I'm in a bit of trouble because they're going to be able to forge using that. Yeah, it's a common pool. So I do really need to do something. need to get rid of that Faust the Great or I'm in big trouble. So perhaps I go with Logos. Fight the Helper bot into Faust the Great. Take it out with the Titan mechanic. And then I think Reap for 2. Cutthroat Research. Put that down. Pass the turn on 4. I mean, I'm just not seeing, other than using that Obsidian Forge, but if they destroy their creatures, they're going to give me all that amber. I don't see, other than the Snarette, how they're going to get amber off their creatures, so I think they've sort of got more of a liability with things like the Bonesaw and the Thera Centurion there. So let's see if I can get this deck really moving. So Sting is in my hand. I haven't seen Nightforge or Miasma, they're still to come, so that is nice. Along with my 2 routine jobs, there's some really nice shadows still to come. I mean, worryingly, I could just Reap for 4 at the moment with the... there's the Ludo. So there's Ludo. Need to deal with that. Okay, quite a nice turn from my opponent there. So I think I need to take out the Ludo, otherwise they're going to Obsidian Forge next turn. My options are to do that with Logos and Reap for 3. Which is probably the best play, and then next turn get down aim to get the Sting down. Nope. Fight into that. Play Sutterkin on the right because that's Sinestra. I think that's probably my best move. Really want to get to that first key before the Sting goes down, I think. Okay, General Order 24. That's nice. I think I'll be picking this. I think I'll definitely be picking this. And then they're going to have to get rid of either their Saurians or their Star Alliance. Either way, they give me a lot of amber. Not sure I can get them off that key, unfortunately. So maybe I should have gone shadows. I think I might have messed this up. No, I can Okay, so have I got the cards coming up in the right sequence to try something? Destroy the least powerful enemy creature, so that'd be York. I mean, are they going to try and use the Obsidian Forge? What What happened with that General Order 24? They discarded it. I thought they were going to play it. Okay, they go Saurian. Definitely don't want to get that Ludo back later in the game. Right, so on 7. I think I'm going to have to play the Sting. I think it's going to have to be that. Just because they're about to forge and life for a life. What do I go with? Sort of tempted to pop the ward with on the Snarette. And then life for a life, and sacrifice that into the Snarette. Play the Macis Asp and Purge York. Pass the turn, so that's the miasma I need, a routine job. So looking for the Night Forge and the other routine job really. Now I've almost got enough there to really jump ahead, because they are going to struggle a bit, I think, with there goes Saurian. Okay, I think they know that's a target for me. Where is it putting that? Okay. Right, so what do I play here? Probably bust the Sting, which means going shadows. Got Knuckles, so I can take out the Thero Centurion. It's probably a good call. And then routine job. Still on with the routine job. Keep the miasma for when I need it, I think, because that's really my play. And then I'm hoping to pick up the Nightforge sometime soon. I'm going to have to play this just to turn my cards. I know the Nightforge and routine job are in there that I'm looking for. But that Sting play's given me a huge amount of amber, and I'm just not seeing anything they're going to come back with. If I can keep trimming down their board so they can't use the Obsidian Forge. Yeah, that's fine. Cinder, okay. Bonesaw. Draka. Interesting, they didn't destroy something. Okay, they go with the Obsidian Forge. So I clearly need to get up. I really want to turn my deck. So handily, that I can use. That I can use. Put this out in play more because I just want to clear out my deck. Now, what do I potentially want to shuffle back into my deck? probably Ronnie and Umbra. And reap with that to stun itself. Okay, there we go, there's the Nightforge. So I should be able to win next turn. Unless they can do something pretty crazy, because I've got such a huge amount of Ember now. Although the Nightforge is only if I've not forged a key. But I've got 2 turns for them to try and get ahead of me on Amber, and I can miasma them. So I'm not really seeing how they're going to come back from this. So yeah, pretty happy with how this deck played. Like I said, I've got to get 3 decks, total SAS 210. I've picked 2 of them already, so I was looking for 166 or under to make my 3rd deck up. I think I might go with this because it's not outstanding. It's struggled a bit, hasn't got board clear, but I think it's got a way of winning that's a bit different, and is going to cause my opponent problems. I think that's as simple as it gets. And I guess I'm probably up against people who are going to pick 3 decks 70 or under, or one slightly stronger one and a couple of weaker ones, so it's probably going to have more options in play than if it was up against kind of top class decks every time. Yeah, I like it. I mean, I think it's just got a great combination of cards. There's some random stuff in there like the Binate Rupture I've not used. I mean, between the Sting and the Binate Rupture I could have got to a phenomenal amount of Amber, as long as they don't have anything huge in terms of too much to protect or anything like that. Okay, so gatewayed me, but it's not going to be enough. I think I just will go this. Get rid of that. So unless they can do something pretty amazing this turn, I should just kind of cruise to victory. That Sting play definitely worked well, because it just put me massively ahead on Amber, and they don't have anything big in this deck. The Snarettes, they needed the Ludo. I mean, I think they wanted the Ludo out when they Obsidian Forged, and that would have let them get rid of all the Amber, all my Amber, but it became more of a liability for them in the end. Yep, and then we go with the win, so that was nice.